Edward?
Ahoy, Dove. How are you feeling?
No worse. Just a bit of nausea that won't let go. Have you been at the pub?
I only had 1 pint to save up some coin so I could bring you this.
Is it chocolate?
Aye. It's from the Americas. I mixed it myself. Go on, have a taste. You see, as a privateer, I'll find all manner of novelties in the New World. We'll be the talk of Bristol. So, how does it feel to drink like a duke?
Edward, my father is a merchant. I've had chocolate many times.
Have you?
Have you not?
No.
Go on then.
Oh, it's nice.
We'll save the remainder for after tea. Oh, thank you, love. This was so very thoughtful of you.
La cena. Cómetela rápido.
You hungry? Now what's your plan, mate?
Find my weapon and steal a ship. Soldier!
Unlucky lads.
I saw the guards store our weapons up front.
Follow my lead.
Que Dios nos ayude. No me gusta la pinta de esa tormenta que se acerca.
Parece que se está desviando al oeste, hacia el Golfo. Quizá estemos a salvo.
Good form. At least we stand a chance.
I am not dying here. We're stealing a brig. Hey, take what you need.
Won't be a minute.
There's many prisoners held on these ships. Set them free, and they'll sail with us, no question.
So that's the idea then. Free what men we can, then find a fast ship to flee in.
Aye, there's a brig in this fleet. I'll make my way to it.
There's a catch to this favor. You're sailing with me.
I'd follow you to hell for this, mate.
¿Qué nos está retrasando? Ya deberíamos haber hecho la mitad de la ruta a las Bermudas.
Oro, plata, jade, tabaco, lo que se te ocurra.
¿Y agua qué? ¿O comida? Me preocupa más mi estómago que las arcas del rey.
He oído algo.
¡Atacad!
You'll have to be quicker. Come on, lads. If we're to drown today, it won't be here.
Se ha ido a conocer a su creador, ¿verdad?
¡A por él! ¡No te escaparás tan fácilmente, maldito!
Mierda. Otro muerto en mi guardia. ¡Ya! ¡A por él! ¡Muere! ¡Ah!
There's a brig nearby just waiting for us to take her.
Voy a ir a lo más alto. Esto es una locura.
Cálmate, no pasará nada. En unos minutos. ¡El pasto de los gusanos! ¿Qué ha pasado? Exijo respuestas.
We're going topside. Be ready. Let's depose the captain and make his ship ours. Not good enough. Lay aboard, lads!
Save your singing for Davy Jones, you jagabats! It's a hard wind coming!
The man speaks true. You lot weigh anchor. As for the rest, half on the foremast and half at the main. Let's outrun this hurricane. Bark any orders you think wise, mate. We're up against it here.
These men know their place. They'll see us home.
Keep watch on those galleons. See they don't give us trouble.
They won't. Far too slow for this weather.
I see it.
The seas try to swallow us. Veer's way for starboard!
Brace yourself! Toast the gallants and royal! Fire! As much sail as you can!
Water's spout!
That's our course.
Can't relight you. We made it. What a mess, Jesus.
Oh, by God, we pulled this one straight from the teeth of Neptune. I'm Edward. Much thanks for your aid back there.
Adewale.
Ever been to Nassau, Adewale?
Not yet.
By God, she took some knocks, didn't she? I think I'll keep her. All hands aft, lads! We're taking this one home! I've made my choice, Addy. I'm calling her the Jackdaw. A sly bird I loved as a child back in Swansea.
A dark little creature, no?
Did it rub you wrong when I took this brig as mine own?
It was the sort of rub I have learned to endure, sailing among faces of such fairness.
It's true. Most of these men wouldn't accept you as a captain. So what fair role would complement such unfairness?
I'll be your quartermaster. Nothing less.
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this Tyro captain?
Rest and repast would do us good before Nassau. Water for drinking. Hunting for food and repairs.
Well reasoned, sir. Hunting, it shall be. We'll find a decent place to drop anchor. I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife, fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogged touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shouts. So worry about your own armaments when it suits you. But don't forget about your Jackdaw as well.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition. To that end, we're gonna need a proper shipwright. We should keep our eyes open for one.
Abaco Island isn't far off. If we anchor by the shore, we could restock.
Calm her down. Spaniards! They're not alone, sir. Larboard, Captain.
Faster now!
Looks to be a camp there. We should drop anchor alongside.
Aye. Square up, lads! Stay sharp and expect trouble!
All up the royals!
Party now, Miss Trumps! I'd not haze you! Well moored, lads!
stroke of luck, eh? We'll haul the crates aboard and make out like thieves.
Luck is a fickle mistress. You should be careful.
The crates are unspoiled. Animals have been in the fish. Something mauled these men. Paw prints. Smaller than a jaguar's.
There are ocelots about. They have skins that would make for a good holster.
I'll see about those ocelots. Have the crew load the supplies on the Jackdaw. The ocelots have built their own nest there. I'll need more of this. Pretty good. That's enough to fashion a holster. The crew have their provisions, and I have my holster. It'll do. We've provisions enough to sail for NASA. Should be some old mates there.
Ahoy, Captain. Find what you need.
My needs and wants are oceans apart, mate. But I did fashion myself a new holster. All I need now is a pistol to lie in it.
Yeah. Taken from the holds, just as you said.
Little more than a blowpipe. But it'll do. So, are we rested? Or should we idle a while longer?
Best way anchor. I think the crew is itching to reach civilization.
You'll find no civilization in Nassau. But it's a fine place to be merry all the same. No use wallowing about here.
Let's ride this blow, lads! We're catching the wind!
Let's take...
Go on, Captain Queernabs. Tell me I'm under arrest. Tell me!
Them your breads.
Fly away, boyo! Back to your master!
Aye. We was privateers together before the wars ended. I'll see you ashore. There will be some familiar faces at the old Avery. Lads there are a churlish sort, but friends all the same. Will be good to see them. And there might be some able bodies about to add to the crew.
Aye, Captain. We'll need more hands. So, this is home.
It's not home exactly. But Nassau is the only place in the world where a pirate can live free. And the scoundrels here, they make for good company. They'll be stirring up trouble at the Avery for sure.
I'll be back! You hear me?
Aye. With the same manners, I don't doubt.
If I were you, I'd keep that great oaf of a brother of yours handy of the night.
Now there's a mug we haven't seen in some time.
Last Tuesday.
Your friends have started without you.
By God, you're a sight for salty eyes. Come you in and have a drink.
Morning, all.
I can wait. Who's this?
Adewale, the Jackdaw's quartermaster.
Jackdaw. You named your brig after a boxy bird.
Ade, these lads are the better part of our growing confederacy here. Ed Thatch, Ben Hornigold, James Kidd.
You let him carry a pistol, do you?
Peace, Ben. Ade saved my life. And now we're looking to find a crew to fill out the rest of my ship.
Well, there's scores of capable men about. But use caution. A shipload of the King's sailors showed up before nightback, causing trouble and knocking about like they own the place.
All right. I'll see who I can muster.
Send any men you find to the Jackdaw. I'll put them to work.
Cheers, Ade.
Did I hear rightly? Edward Kenway captains his own ship now.
Aye, and he needs crew. It might be you can help him with that.
If you need hands, you'll find them all over Nassau. But the Redcoats have been taking whoever they can for the gallows.
Aye. I'll save him from the gallows and offer a place with me.
Well then, there's some in need of saving, right here.
Get your hands off me! They'll string me off! My revenge. I am die slow.
Those heels told me they sailed for King George. They said it were a queer name for a captain.
Well, I'm a captain looking for some crew. We regroup at the Avery.
Aye. You'll find more men in the town square, if they haven't already been hanged.
You need no introduction to the blackguard before you. Lawfully found guilty of the heinous crime of piracy. Now shall he reap his just reward. May God have mercy on your soul.
So you die!
You're next!
I was done for till you came along.
Come fast! There's soldiers of Captain Man in irons. They mean to hang him.
This pirate bears the blood of many innocents on his hands. His Majesty, Honorable Representative, has decreed the sentence shall be to hang by the neck until dead.
There's more of them!
You there! Clear out!
I don't think so, mate.
I'll turn you off!
It's pretty to watch. That should fill the Jackdaw. A couple of dullards, but Addy will sharpen them.
There he is. You did good, Edward. Your Jackdaw is fully crewed, and the British have learned how we do things in Nassau.
We could have slipped the noose round their necks and given everyone a show. That bottle. Are you saving a trophy for yourself, man?
Aye, away with you. We're saving it for a real celebration.
Now you'll want to sail somewhere rich with plunder.
Have you heard of a place called the Observatory?
Aye, it's an old legend, like El Dorado or the Fountain of Youth.
What have you heard?
It's meant to be a temple or a tomb, hiding a treasure of some kind.
That's it. You see here.
Oh, rot. It's fairy stories you prefer to gold, is it?
It's worth more than gold, Thatch. 10,000 times above what we could pull off any Spanish ship.
Robbing the king to pay his purpose is how we earn our keep here, lad. That ain't a fortune. It's a fantasy. A place for free men, aye. But
Morning, Kenway.
not a bad-looking tinderbox you got there.
You sound a bit green, Horny Gold. Is it envy? Because mine's bigger than yours.
No, I reckon it's this Jamaican funk. I prefer the Spanish stuff. So, you've got yourself a fancy brig now. Fine. Well, I'm gonna teach you how to sail all right. And how to take a prize the proper way. Thatch, we'll catch you up at the old fishing village.
Aye.
Where's your helmsman, Kenway?
I take pride in piloting my own ships, Ben. Keeps me alert.
Let's make some headway, shall we?
I've no need for schooling. How many prizes did we take together as privateers?
There's a chasm of difference between joining a raid and captaining one.
Shanty! Speed, lads!
We're looking out for merchants, boys! Them that's fat with cargo! Find us a schooner with that spyglass, Kenway. You'll get yourself a glimpse of what sort of cargo they're shipping and a general idea of their toughness.
Faster now! Calm her down. Let's have a song then.
There's a prize worth taking.
Good. Take us in close. After you subdue a prize, project authority and demand respect that you would never give yourself. This weaves a spell over soft minds. For your victims must always have in the back of their minds the uneasy idea that you could snap at any moment and unseam them from prick to sternum. Fire what cannons you will, and land a few strikes if you might, but for God's sake don't sink them. It's no fun fishing cargo out of the sea. Although it can be done. They're dropping powder kegs, Kenway. Order your men to fire them with the swivels before they cause you any trouble. You've scuffed her up nice. Only don't put a hole below her waterline. She's disabled now and chasing up the water. So keep your cannons quiet. Take care not to...
Heave! Heave! Keep my deck clear! Do you hear the news?
Que tengo un buen dia, senor. I am Captain Hornigold, and this is my crew. We're sailors like yourselves, but quite unalike in our purpose. For we intend to take all that you own. Yet no harm shall befall any man so long as he remains at ease. Is that clear?
No me mate, señor. Tengo familia. Se lo suplico.
Anyone speak English? English?
Little bit.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Please to repeat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Lock him in the hold, and take everything that isn't nailed down.
Best we made for Salt Cape.
Aye, we'll soak ourselves in rum, courtesy of one Ed Thatch.
Good take today, Kenway. Half a dozen scores of that size and you'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and fix up your Jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Sod a year. I'm looking for a prize that'll set me up for life. I'll be king of the West Indies then.
We came to Nassau to get away from the likes of kings.
Well, I'll be a man of property and promise anyway.
Jesus, let that dream go, lad. Nassau is the place to be, not England.
Do you ever dream of the big score? A ship so full of gold and silver, you just split it and sail home.
Sure, but it's only a dream. Every man hopes to find a dozen chests of gold with no owners. They're as rare as an honest king.
What sort of a pirate does that make you?
Lad, wealth is a means. A force of creation, not an end. Our pirate republic, now that's an end. But if we ever lose her, it'll be on account of pirate captains who can't see past their own inclinations.
It's these pirate captains who keep the empires out and haul the prizes in. Calm her down.
Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Bird eye in the morning.
Salt Key is quiet and removed. The perfect place for our business with the harbour master.
All right, leave off, Jack.
I'm told you have something for me.
What might you be requiring? Well concluded.
The Jackdaw's looking mighty fine now.
Yeah.
Maldito tiempo. Pronto estaré calada hasta los huesos.
¡Grosero! Exijo una disculpa.
Hey!
I'll get you!
Now we dance!
No me jugaré el pendejo. Not the most coordinated of souls, me.
pescadores. He visto la captura que habéis escondido. Si tengo que volver a explicar nuestro acuerdo, lo haré con la culata del vecino.
Todos moriremos de hambre.
Aquí comen primero los que tienen las armas.
Not a bad take today. Keep this up and Nassau will be the first city where men and women may live as God made them. Easy and free. All it takes is a few drops of blood, sweat, and a swatch of cloth.
We fly no colors out here, but praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms. This one's yours. Fly it proud.
I will.
A hand over the docket, I lend ye. If we're to keep our republic afloat, we'll need guns as well as gold.
That means attacking the Navy.
So long as they're flying King Philip's colors will not offend our own monarch. As you've likely seen, the number of merchants roving these waters is threescore the number of military ships.
Aye, easy purchase, but in small doses.
Right. So to lure the Navy out of hiding, it's best to cause a bit of mischief.
Catch a few small fish to attract the big ones.
That's right. So plunder and pillage as you see fit, Captain Kenway.
Let's have a song then.
Sail ho! Military class brig on the horizon.
Good eye, man. Are you ready for this, Kenway? She won't go down without an honest fight.
Who's up for taking that brig, lads? So die! Aye! That's a sound I like to hear. Pipe to quarters! All hands to cannons!
Careful around the Navy. They're as likely to ram you as fire a broadside.
Let's test those powder barrels against them.
Aye, good thinking.
¡Fuego de contención! ¡Y esa bandida!
sails look like they were fished from a shallow wreck.
Aye, they'll do for now. Can't be relied on for much longer.
All hands to stations!
Bring them in for a steely kiss!
Now, I think it's time to lay low and bribe our way back into secrecy.
Agreed. So, how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred up?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official will see the military off your tail.
Right, let's do that. I'll need to meet these good Samaritans at some point.
Smart thinking. A hunter's court your scent. There's a cannon in every gun port. I'd give her a wide berth if I were you.
Faster now! Ease her off! Fire! Grease the tonsils! Fire! Rain! Fire! Fire! Brace yourself! Loose and catch the wind! Crowd on every inch! Those cocktails, gallons and royals! Fire! Ease off the wind! Get those crews up! Always a bowler, Kevin! We have the wind at our back!
No use wallowing about here.
Grappling hooks away! Heads to the prize! Breathe your ass!
You're good!
go! All sail! Fill those sticks!
Give everything she's got. Calm her down.
Ship's forward, Captain!
I cannot help that. The empires pursue me like lovesick puppies.
You require my services.
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Tosh.
But I ain't doing this forever, lads. Only until I get enough coin to buy some land and influence back home.
Jesus, will you listen to your tripe? Still dreaming on about that strumpet back in England when you could have any better you wanted here and now.
Ah, such lofty goals for you gents. And here I thought I was in the company of scoundrels. A fine purchase today. What's the crew's mood?
All smiles and no teeth. And there's a few talking about meeting with Master Kid to steal from a nearby plantation.
Plantation? That's ambitious.
Profitable too, if we can manage it.
Aye. It's a good idea. So, where is Master Kid?
Andreas Island. We're going after the plantation.
That depends. Is the crew ready?
They are. Any sign of trouble, and they'll know what to do. We've got your back, Captain.
Loose some sail, we move! Stunsails! Use all the wind you can!
I do not think we can stand against them, sir!
I meant to find his ransom that ever was fed upon a...
Speed, lads!
This them and I got drunk, sir, as drunk can be. And when we sobered up, so we were far away out at sea. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. This wonderful
Ease up!
lamb, sir, was playful as a kid. It's one of the captain's boys.
Hold your tongues and prepare to engage!
Trim the yards off the wind!
Foremost gunners in!
Fire! Fire! As much sail as you can! Calm her down. Fire! Hoist the galley!
Reef the foremains!
More sail! We need to back!
Control aloft! Man your sheets!
Tie the word and let the grapples cast and border!
Pull them in with a rope!
Let them board us!